Huge shout out goes out to our current channel members. If you're interested in gaining a channel membership, then feel free to head over to my channel profile and click the join button. Also, we do have a Ninjago Discord server. It's a great way to communicate with myself and many others. For more details on that, click the very first link at the very top of the description of this video. Golden power in Ninjago is, well, all things considered, actually one of the most talked about aspects of Ninjago that is more and more frequently brought up in the Ninjago community. Or at least it is when you consider the fact that, well, golden power really hasn't been shown on screen for over 10 years at this point in time. So in that regard, it's one of the more older details and things from Ninjago that is still frequently talked about, again, as I say, over 10 years later at this point. And I mean, hey, today's video is literal proof of that, because I have been inspired to talk about this just from talk that I always personally managed to see through the Ninjago community with regards to golden power. You could consider that the whole inspiration for today's video. As the title may suggest, that is right. Today we are going to be talking about, well, the question of, should golden power return? And if it did return, under what circumstances should this happen? Before beginning today's video, it is just worth pointing out the obvious here. This entire video is going to consist of exclusively my own personal opinion, so with that out of the way, let's move straight into today's video and answer the big question of, well, should golden power actually make a return? So it's important to first understand here that golden power is something that can be considered, I suppose, the highest form of power in all of Ninjago. In that regard, right, it is an extremely majestic, important, even royal power and thing just in general to an extent, if that makes any sense to all of you. This is a type of power that probably shouldn't be a permanent thing, and having it show up only really extremely occasionally is probably for the best, both in-universe and just for us. In-universe because this thing is extremely powerful, it is very overpowered, and for us because of the fact that, well, we want to try and keep it to this exclusive, rare, exciting thing that appears only very occasionally up on screen. Or at least that's how I see it. Of course, you guys may think entirely differently. But yeah, overall, this is a type of power that, again, shouldn't really be a permanent thing, and having it show up very occasionally and in very small circumstances is probably for the best. With that being said though, well, yeah, as I was saying earlier in today's intro, it has been well over 10 years since golden power actually last showed up, believe it or not, back in Season 3, which is certainly a very, very long time. Despite it being so long ago that this particular power last showed up, this has absolutely not stopped Ninjago friends from creating theories and just all kinds of ideas regarding it. On top of that though, a whole lot of fans out there just simply want to see it again at face value. And honestly, who can really blame them for that? It is an extremely cool power, and it has been shown to be very, and I really do mean very, powerful. Now to me, I do believe that we should see it again. But I believe that we should only see it again as long as it isn't oversaturated in any way. And by that I mean, I don't want it to show up for the sole purpose of, well, showing up, as that would not be a good move considering how hugely royal and I suppose just kind of elegant of a power this truly is. It should be used very, very conservatively and very moderately, only when the time is right. Perhaps at a time where Lloyd is pushed to the edge in terms of ability, for example, and he unknowingly unlocks it just out of his core to help him out in a sticky scenario. Him now being some form of sensei though to younger, newer ninja in the form of Aaron and Sora could further reinforce this particular theory and, I suppose, just overall overarching idea that I'm presenting. So with this being said, that really is my only proper answer to this question. I don't have a few different perspectives I'm trying to pick at here. I really just have one answer to this question, so it's definitely quite, you know, blunt, straight to the point. So yes, I would love to see golden power make a comeback someday, but I absolutely would not want it to be a permanent, long-lasting thing, and I only really want it back if it feels natural. It should come back only when it really feels right to bring it back, again in more of a sticky scenario for Lloyd or any other type of character like that. It really should also only play a small role in said scene, and just shouldn't be a huge, massive deal for too long, if that makes sense. It should show up for one very good scene, you know, a very impactful scene at that too, but other than that, it really shouldn't keep being this, like, recurring thing, if that makes any total sense to all of you. I only want it back if it feels natural. Again here, as I say, The last thing I want is for this to feel forced, fan servicey for the sake of Ninjago fans. So with all of this being said, I do feel as though that is basically just about going to answer the question of, should Golden Power return? Of course though, this has just been my own personal opinion, so now that I'm done talking, I do turn it over to all of you watching. Well, please feel free to leave any of your own personal thoughts on absolutely all of this down below in that comment section. I would love to hear your own thoughts regarding all of this. As always though, if you did enjoy this one, please do leave a like on it, subscribe to the channel for more, and go ahead and hit that notification bell so that you can absolutely never miss out on a future upload from me. And again, if you are going to have a conversation about all of this down below in the comments, please just keep it respectful. That is all I ask. That is what this channel is all about, having a respectful, diverse conversation about whatever topic it is we are discussing. But with all of this being said, guys, I will catch you all very soon for a new video. See you soon.